Your files, app, and settings can't be kept because your current version of Windows might be installed and unsupported. What? Like, it just didn't look like it was turning on. I pressed the power button and then it turned on, and now it's undoing everything. Hey, you kids. And we're back with the great Windows 10 upgrade. Yes, this is part 2. And part 2. So, for part 2, we're going to be upgrading through all of the updates for Windows 10. Yeah, so there was a... So, you see, originally, Microsoft planned for this version of Windows to be the last version. And you know, yeah, we all know how that went now. But... yeah, so originally, they were just going to push, like, a bunch of major updates. So we got, like, a ton of updates, for Windows 10, and we're going to be upgrading through them all. So we're going to be going from the RTM to 22H2, which is the latest update, released in October 2022, and it is currently the last update before it goes out of support. Hey, it's like less than 3 months until like Windows 10 goes EOL. So yeah, what? It did something. I don't. Oh, it did. Okay, well. I'm not sure what it made the sound, but like, yeah, so it's only 3 months till Windows 10 goes EOL. Well, you know, it's less than 3 months. I missed the July 14th date. You know, originally I was going to film part 1 on July 14th, so yeah, that's something. Anyways, if you're wondering why I just don't do this for the EOL thing, you know, in October 2025, well, I got something else planned for Windows 10 to EOL. Right now, I'm on Windows 10 RTM, which is build 10.2.40. On this drive, I have the November update, and on that drive over there, I got the anniversary update. So, yeah. So, let's start with the November update. This update was pushed out in November of 2015. That's why it's called the November update. Whoa. So, I'm pretty sure this is just a minor update to Windows 10 that adds some new things. So, let's pop it in. And also, this may be the day that we break our streak, like our update streak. Because, like, some of the other ones, like, I did get English, like, some other ones, but they could have been home edition for all we know, because, like, they weren't labeled as Home or Pro. So, they might be both. So, you know, some of the ISOs I got, they weren't labeled as Home or Pro on the Internet Archive. They were just, you know, the thing. And, like, they may be Home, they may be Pro. Or they may be both, because I think it is possible for them to be both. So, yeah. So, let's run this setup. Also, there was some other English ISOs, like, there was an English, like, a British English one that I downloaded and an international English one. So we may not be able to do an update streak the entire way through. Like an upgrade streak the entire way through. But yeah, it'll be mostly updates. It'll be like, you know, any other Grade X video. But yeah, seriously, that first part was amazing. Like, we had no clean cells at all. So I'm hoping we can continue this in part 2, but I don't really know about that. Also, you may have noticed that we're in a new environment. Yes, I still have things to do on my Mac, and I don't want the Toshiba satellite to block the iMac, so I moved it here. It's standing on top of an Xbox 360, a Wii, and a Wii U, and it's near the floor. Listen, I have nowhere else to put it, okay? So, yeah, there you go. Get important updates. Not right now, okay? Next, checking your PC. License terms, finally. Okay, accept. Making sure you're ready to install. Okay, so keep personal files and apps. We'll be able to manage your Windows settings. So I guess it's not keeping our settings, but I want to see if the recycle bin will stay in the same spot. Remember, we removed it last time, so it's really got to do this making sure you're shit. It's really got to do this making sure your PC has enough space thing again. Really now? Okay. Anyways, let's do this. 3, 2, 1, install. So on Windows 10. Let's go. Let's start. And here it is. This date is now set to October 29th, 2015. Well, that's cool. Let's see. If we just go to the start icon here. So if we WinVer version 15.11. Yep, that is the November update. Oh, it says 2016 there. Yeah, okay. Well, let's take it out and use our orange drive. And, meanwhile, I'm going to flash the creators update onto this thing. While that's flashing, let's put this in here. And just do our things on this orange drive. If you haven't seen the first part, which you probably should. No, I don't want to repair the drive. Let's see. It also says tap. Okay, that's interesting. Even past the RTM. So, delete this. Yes, permanently delete this folder. Oh, yeah. This was a Figma mock-up I made of macOS Bit 11.7 in the Big Sur style. I was just using this for transfer. Oh, well. And change the volume. Well, I guess you all get to see it now with pixelated resolution, but still. Okay, so first let's set this as our desktop background, even though this is the exact same thing. Beautiful. Let's go to our log here. 7/18/2025 at 1:57 p.m. installed the... Oh, is my mouth a bit too close to the... I've noticed recently that there's a lot of, clipping in, some videos where I, put my mouth, closer to the microphone, so I apologize if there's any clipping. If I type November update, it's all the November update. Save that. And now we can just edit this. Use this color. And for the letters, I'm just going to write N U for November update. Save. So yeah, there we go. That is the November update. So yeah, now we're on the November update. So, and hey, look, it kept our recycle bin placement, and it kept the file that was inside, which is our test folder. So while the creators update is flashing, let's update to the anniversary update, which was released in July of 2016. And And the name Anniversary Update comes from the fact that this was released on Windows 10's 1-year anniversary, July 29th, 2016. So, yeah. As far as I know, this was a big feature update, so. An update. Yeah, new choice for removable devices. Okay, great. Overview files. And now we run setup. Yes. Alright, get important updates. Now, right now, please. Applicable notices and terms. Well, we accept that. Duh. Making sure you're ready to install. So take a few minutes. Alright, ready to install. Keep personal files and apps. It's on Windows 10 Pro. Go. And there we go. Installing Windows 10. Oh, and that's the creators update. It has been successfully flashed. So, yeah. Anyways, let's put this cap right here. Let's put this right here and just watch it go. It's probably been there for... Oh, okay, well, I don't know how long I've been on the desktop. Probably been there for a long time. But, yeah. Whew, Jesus Christ, it's like... It's hot in here, people. Let's just... put the orange drive in. Oh no, I sent it off the edge. Oh no! I don't care. Continue without scanning. Oh god, this heat. I cannot tolerate this heat. Anyways. Wallpaper. Let's fix that wallpaper up for you. Set as desktop background. And hey, look, we got 3D. I'm pretty sure 3D Builder. Okay. Actually kind of cool. They just include that now. So edit. Okay, so and now we do this. For anniversary update. And get out. So and now we open. Oh Jesus. Okay, so 7/18/2025 at I don't even know what time it is. It's 2:49. 2:49 p.m. installed the anniversary update. Control S, Control S, Control S. And, yeah, there we go. So I think we are good to go for the creators update. This update was released in, I believe, early 2017. The version number is 1703, although those can be inaccurate, so I'm just gonna say it's March 2017 that was released. Yep, CRE update, and I will put the fall creators update on this thing. So, let's run setup. Yes. Now or now, please. No. Next. Okay, we're getting a few things ready. Ready to install. Install Windows 10 Pro, keep personal files and apps, and install. Installing Windows 10. Alright. And we're gonna let it go. Hi. Oh, well, okay. Looks like it was already done by the time it said hi. Hi and nothing else. Okay, oh, well, okay, it's back there again. Hi. We've got some updates for your PC. Well, thanks. You've already installed them, didn't you? Oh yeah, can you notice, did you notice the new background, the new login background? Yeah, you know that iconic Windows 10 logon background that's like a pair of islands in like New Zealand, I believe. Yeah, it originated from here, the creators update. So yeah, this might take several minutes. Well, let's just leave it be. Let's start with an exclamation mark this time. Yeah. It said, let's start with an exclamation mark, because there's more to be excited about, I guess. Well, there we go. Oh no. Oh, well, too bad we're not on a battery. Well, I don't care, because the battery in this thing doesn't even work anyway, so, yeah. AAD token broker plugin, what is that? Okay, go to the store. We won't be able to do that though. Yeah. Pretty damn cool. Oh, I opened 2 File Explorer windows. Great. So now we can install the Fall Creators Update. Well, you know, after this. There's a problem with this drive. Oh noes! I don't give a shit. Okay, so let's see. Log. Oh, we could just edit this. (7/18/2025) at 3:46 p.m. installed the creators update. Yeah. So now we Control S and we Alt F4 out there, you know? Just to make sure. Yeah. And picture. Oh yeah, now we have Paint 3D on here, and yeah, edit on Paint 3D is the second fucking option. Let's see what happens. Oh, you know what? We should probably do this in Paint 3D. That would actually be pretty cool. Because, you know, it's the creators update. This is where it was first introduced. It was kind of cool seeing it in 3D. let's do this. Crayon. And probably go with this. Creators update. See you. Yes. Save as. .2D bitmap. Just save that to the orange drive. Pretty sure. You know, just in case if it's not really accurate, I'm gonna call it pick 2 just so it doesn't replace it. There we go. Let's see what it looks like. Photos. Yes, always open this. Open BMP files. Well, there we go. That is accurate. So we can just replace this with the. Yes, permanently delete that file. Yes. And let's call this just pick. No, yeah, just pick.bmp. Just want to make sure it's still a BMP. And of course we gotta set this as a desktop background, even though it is already a desktop background. Oh shit! That's cool. Anyways, let's unplug this and install the Fall Creators update. And meanwhile, I'm going to flash the April 2018 update. So let me get the drive. Right here is the Fall Creators update, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, sorry if you can't really hear me that well. The whole ass air conditioner's in here because, you know, it's summer. You know, it's very warm. Of course, you gotta have your shit in here. Yeah, FCR update, Fall Creators update. Yes, I do accept your agreements. So I believe this update was pushed out in October or November 2017. It was in the fall, as the name implies, and it was the fall of 2017. So, yeah. What needs your attention? To change it back. Oh, you know what? This is probably okay. So we can upgrade through. Okay, so we can upgrade through different builds. It'll just change the language. Okay. Well, anyways, actually, I just remembered. I need to charge my phone because it's at 2%, and yeah, it's definitely not going to last through an entire installation of this thing. So I will charge it right now and return to this later. So, yeah, 1 second. Alright, we're back. After 3 hours, we are back. Okay, so, alright, what needs your attention? Continuing with the language, installation of language, will change your display language. Well, yeah, it's actually pretty cool that it lets you, upgrade, like, that if you're on, like, a different version, but it just warns you that it'll change your display settings. Say okay. Making sure your PC has enough space. Alright, it's all Windows 10 Pro, keep personal files and apps. Install. And now we are installing the Fall Creators update. Oh yeah. And I already have the April 2018 update all flashed and ready to go. But I'm going to do that tomorrow because I want to do some other things. Yeah. So, the Fall Creators update will be the last one for today. Anyways, cue that time lapse. Let's start with an exclamation mark 2. Oh yeah. There we go. That is the fall creators update. So, now let's insert our beautiful orange USB. Just put it in there. Oh no, I don't care. Like I said before, I do not care. Okay? Select what happened with removable drives. Open folder view files. Of course. Duh. Of course. Okay, so let's just begin with the log here. And yeah, I kept everything. So 7/18/2025 at currently 7 p.m. Exactly 7 o'clock. 7 p.m. Installed the fall creators update. Exclamation mark. Save. Get out of there. Edit. Okay, let's go with a light pink this time. And let's do an airbrush. FCU for Fall Creators Update. Save that. Okay. And now there we go. So now there we go. So that is the Fall Creators Update. And now, we're ready to install the April 2018 update, except I'm not going to today because, well, I'll just do it tomorrow. So, yeah, but here's the drive with the thing on it, and I'll put it right there. So yeah, I'm just gonna shut down for now, and we'll see you tomorrow. Alright, we're back, people. So as you might remember, you know, as you do remember, we are on the Fall Creators Update. So, yeah, look, we have an Activate Windows watermark now. Yes, that infamous Activate Windows watermark. Let's just go to WinVer. Yep, see? Version 1709, that is the Fall Creators Update. So, now it is time for the April 2018 update, which was made in surprise April 2018. Or was it March 2018? I don't know. I don't care at this point. Let's just put it in here. Okay. Install Windows 10 Pro. There we go. The Activate Windows watermark still appears, like, even when we're full screen. Oh, that's great. Anyways, let's just install the April 2018 update. Yeah. here. We're at the, welcome to the April 2018 update. So, as you can see, it's at the day 2, April 10th, 2018. And, yeah. So, as you can see, we have some new things. This Microsoft Store icon has been updated. And we have a new Microsoft Edge shortcut. We'll just move over here to see if it keeps that. And we have the same wallpaper, you know. So let's insert this. And now we so let's just set this as the desktop background. Yep, that's looking real nice. It's the same picture, but it's just less stretched out. So now we go to the log. 7/19/2025 at 2:09 p.m. installed the April 2018 update. Save. And now we quit. So now we edit this picture. Edit. As for the color, we'll go for a nice like a pinkish red, like a purple red, sorta. Like a fairy red. Hot pink, yeah. That's custom colors. Let's do it with this crayon here. Shrink it down. That's a very tall one. There we go. Save. And yeah, that is it for the April 2018 update. And I actually didn't flash the next update yet, so I'll do that right now. Alrighty, people, I got it flashed and ready to go. You have a new choice for removable drives. Well, thanks. Let's run setup. Yes. So this update was released in surprise, October 2018. That's so crazy, man. Can't believe they did that. I can't believe they named it October 2018 update and then released it in October 2018. Well, yeah, that is a fact. At least I think. It might have been released in November 2018, really. But I'm very sure it was released in October 2018, because why would Microsoft lie to me? No. They would never lie to me. Come on, man. Alright, ready to install. Well, let's do it. Install. There we go. We're installing Windows 10, ladies and gents. Windows 10, October 2018 update. Here we come. Alright, we are at the desktop. The background is black. Yeah, the wallpaper is right here. I don't know why. Maybe because I set it from the orange drive. Oh, there it is. Okay. I guess it just took us some time to load in. I don't know. Yeah, this computer is kind of slow with Windows 10. It was never meant to run Windows 10. Put this over there. And now, plug in the orange drive. I don't care. The folder view files. 7/19/2025 at, it's currently 3:20 p.m. not p.m. installed the October 2018 update. Save. And now we edit this. Yes, always use this app to open BMP files. So, I mean, we pretty much reached the end of the spectrum, but there's, like, still more colors, so let's do a nice maroon this time. There we go, October 2018. October 18. There it is. Save. Oh, there's a new product alert. Paint will be soon moving to the Microsoft Store. Okay. Well, I mean, that's gonna be kind of a problem because we can't, download. We can't access the Microsoft Store because we're not on the internet. I don't know why you guys just didn't include it. Okay. But honestly, I feel like in Windows 11, MS Paint is still included, so maybe they just changed their mind about that. I don't know. Okay. So, I now have the May 2019 update ready to go, and I will start flashing the November 2019 update. So, this here update was released in, May 2019, and this was the beginning of a major overhaul of the Windows 10 interface. They introduced a light theme, and honestly, this could have stood on its own as its own release, like Windows 11. This could have been Windows 11, and then the Windows 11 we have now could be Windows 12, but, they just decided to make this version. So I think I call every version from this, I call Windows 10 from 2019 onwards new Windows 10, because, I don't know, Windows 10 Neo, I guess, because, well, I mean, it's kind of new, it just has the features of a new Windows version, just, it isn't a new Windows version, it's still Windows 10. Alright, we got a new white setup background. Install Windows 10. Okay, so we have to do this to go there. Checking your PC. Okay, ready to install. 'Cause we won't install yet because I'm kind of tired of doing this every like few moments just to, wake it up from its sleep. That's because it has sleep turned on. I don't think I'll keep it in the next setting in the, when we upgrade, because it only keeps personal files and apps here. But I think it is worth doing. So I'm just gonna go to settings, system, power and sleep. On battery power, 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Can we just do never? Yeah, never. It does detect it as plugged in, and even though, well, I mean, it always has to be plugged in, so there's no point in doing this battery power thing, because there is no battery power on this thing. So, yeah, we won't have to do that now. Just make sure I did that correctly. I'm just making sure to save the settings because there's no apply or OK buttons here. Yep. All right. Save them. Okay. And now we're ready to install new Windows 10. Let's go. Oh, yes. Now the background has changed to blue, which makes more sense than purple because purple was more for Windows 8. This is more Windows 10-like. Anyways, let's install this update. Hurrah! We are at the May 2019 update. 7/19. No, wait, no, it's not 7/89. 7/19/2025. And it's 4:31 p.m. Yeah, you can really tell these things take so long to install on this thing. On this old hog of a machine. Let's see. Installed the May 2019 update, and the date's actually set to March 2018. What? 2019? Why does Microsoft lie to me? They said this is the May 2019 update. Why are they releasing it in March? That makes no damn sense. They could have just called it the March 2019 update. Could have been, the same. But I'm still calling the May 19 update. So let's see here. And which color should we go with? Let's go for a nice brown here. For nice. Well, really, it's more like tan and brown. I don't know why I just draw things like slightly just slanted. It's just the way I do things in this thing. I kind of hate this tool, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, that one. Okay, well, let's just... There you go, May 19. I did it. Well, we only got so much room left. So, yeah. Alright, now it's time to upgrade to the November 9th, 2019 update. So this one thing was released in November 2019. Wow. At least I hope that was made in November 2019 because, like, why would they call it the November 2019 update if they didn't release it in November? You know what I'm saying? Just like the May 19 update. Why would they call it the May 2019 update if it released in March? Isn't it? It's very easy to call it the March 2019 update, but I guess they don't want to do that. All right, Windows. Yeah. Why do I always boot these boot this installation program up before I realize I have to charge my phone? But we're not going to install it yet because I'm going to charge this phone up and then we'll install the November 2019 update. So yeah. So see you then. All right, we're back. So I actually have to start this thing up again because I turned it off because like I was worried about like, you know, the power, like the power thing, because I didn't really want to leave it on while I was turning this thing. But also, I would have to turn it off anyway because it would have turned off anyway because there was actually a power outage in between the two clips. It's actually the power went off at around like 5:30, I would say. It's now 6:30, so, and the power went on at like 6:20, so it was only like for like an hour. So yeah, that was quick. Yeah, hopefully the power doesn't go out again while we're installing Windows 10. You know, the November 2019 update. Install Windows 10 Pro, keep personal files and apps, and we're ready to install. So it's time for another epic time lapse. All right, cue that time lapse while I go work on some other things. And here we are. Here it is, the November 2019 update. 7/19, 2020, not 2020, 2025 at, it's currently 7:39 p.m. Installed the November 2019 update, which I would say was actually the September 2019 update. Again, I don't know why Microsoft did that, but I'm glad they switched away from that naming scheme for the updates. Let's go with an oil brush. That seems fun. Okay, let's go with something other than tan. Let's go with... Oh my god, shut up. No. Okay. So, let's see. I want to say black and white for the end. Let's do light gray. November. So it's NOV 19. Yeah, I don't look that good, but hey, it's something, you know? And our wallpaper is already set, so we don't need that. Okay, so, and now it is time to upgrade to 20H2. Wait, no, it's not 20H2. It's the May 2020 update. So, there we go. May 2020 update. Yes. Alright, ready to install once again. How much battery percentage does this thing have? 41, I think we're good. Let's install. And there we go. We are now installing the May 2020 update. And meanwhile, I'm going to go flash 20H2 onto this drive. See you in a bit. Almost there. There we go. There we go. We are here. This is the May 2020 update. Well, actually, it might be the April 2020 update because it is the version number is 2004, so, or 2004. So that would denote it is April 2020. So yeah, but interestingly, the date was set to December 6th, 2019. We can try going to Winver. Okay, I had MS Paint open up last, and usually, the run dialog fills in your last spot. So I thought I had Winver open last, but I just used the run window to open MS Paint. Well, whatever. Let's do the things on the orange drive. Now, chances are I'm gonna be staying up pretty late tonight because, or I don't know, I might not even sleep because of the amount of time that this takes to install. And yeah, we still have no clean installs. We are so many upgrades in. This actually might be the most successful, well, you know what, it is the most successful Great X video so far, but I want to see if that changes. I want to see if it randomly goes, oh, nope, you can't upgrade, so then we have to do a clean install. Let's see, 7/19, 2025 at, the current time is 8:48. Was a nice, ever since summer break started, I've been staying up pretty late. I've been staying up 12 a.m. The latest I ever stayed up was 2 in the morning. And then, so I don't know. This might be another late day. So let's see. Installed the May 2020 update. Exclamation mark. Save. Get out of here. And now we are ready to edit this. Go with a nice dark gray. Do it nice and big. M A Y May 20. There you go. I made the M a bit long. Let's just get all that out of there. There we go. And we don't have to set that as the wallpaper. Okay, so now we are ready to install 20H2. Now, yes, this is where they started naming the releases after, this released in, I'm pretty sure, October 2020. And that is the second half of 2020. Speaking of second halves and all that, did you know we're actually in the second half of 2025 now? Yeah, that is actually insane. I remember just being in my old office, though, that very, very gray office, and then just counting down to the date, freaking out when 2025 came, and now we're more than halfway through the entire year. That is insane to think about, man. But I mean, hey, we got tons of stuff left for 2025. I think we'll be good. Now, I have to go for another charge break because, 18%. Alright, back from the charge break. Okay, so now let's run setup for Windows 10 20H2. Ready to install, people. Let's go. Installing Windows 10. Alright, let's just do this. Alright, looks like we have this new screen. Choose privacy setting for your device. Whatever. And there we go. Maybe later. Shut up. No. Okay. So it looks like this is the update where they introduced the new Chromium-based Microsoft Edge. And yeah, look at that. We actually have 2 Microsoft Edges. Does this one still work? Let's see if it still works. It'll be really funny if it still works. I don't think it works anymore. I think it just straight up replaces your old Edge installation with this. Oh. Is that confirm? Is that the new Microsoft Edge? Or is that something else? I don't know. But yeah, we have 2 Microsoft Edge icons on the desktop. Oh, okay. Well, that is hilarious. So we're gonna leave them there. We're gonna leave them there. And you know what? Just for shits and giggles, let's put this on the taskbar. There we go. The new Edge and the old Edge. They're both together. They're both best pals. Oh my god. Oh, this is the new Edge. Okay. But like, yeah, they both lead to the same thing. It would have been really cool if both of them still worked, but it is now midnight for me. But I'm not gonna go to sleep just yet because we still got 3 updates to go, and then we're done. Like 3 updates. If this computer was faster, that wouldn't be a lot, but it is. It's a lot of time. Do you know how much time this took to like get working? It took like an hour and a half. And my phone started at 90%. What is it now? 66. Yeah, that's how long these things take to install this cruddy little machine. Well, let's just do the things on the orange drive and then just do burst stuff again. No, I don't want to scan fix. Alright. Let's see. Oh, Jesus Christ. The last update was at 8 p.m. 7:20, because it's the 20th now, 2025, at... It is... No, I didn't want to pull out the control center. 12:11 a.m. Installed the October... No. Installed the 20H... Install the 20H2 update. That shift key is really crusty. Yeah, now why are you choosing to do this, like, still do this? Well, I just want to edit this video all in one day, so, yeah, that's why I'm just going to film, you know, like, I'm filming it right now so I could just, you know, do it tomorrow, and of course we gotta do this. Okay, I can do this, We still got some time to go. No, let's choose gold. Sure. We'll choose whatever this is. The good thing about these updates are that I don't have to do like all that again. I just have to do this. Watch, 20. Oh, that was a very sloppy 0, but too late to fix it now. H2. I don't think we have to extend this image because we only got 3 spaces left. And, yeah. Oh, God. Like, this is probably the biggest Great Axe video I have ever done. And this is probably the latest, like the latest at night that I have ever done. This is the first time I've done a Great X video past midnight, so, and we still got like a few hours to go. So now I'm going to take this drive, because I'm pretty sure this was the 20H2 drive, and we are now going to install the 21H1 update. This was released in May of 2021. So that's why it's all 21H1, because it was released in the first half of 2021. 21H1, 21 half 1, 21H1. Wow. That's why it's called that. So, yeah, and I'm going to flash 21H2 on there, on here, which was released in, like, the second half of 2021. Which is, like, October, November 2021, I would say. Anyways, let's just get this started. Oh god. Here's what to keep. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Are we gonna have to break our streak? Okay, well, this thing's a bit more interesting. Your files, app, and settings can't be kept because your current version of Windows might be installed in unsupported. What? What does that mean? Or you're trying to install all of it? This is... Did I flash the wrong version? No, seriously, I'm asking that. Did I flash the wrong version? Because I'm sure, I am absolutely 100% sure that I flashed the May 2021 version. Alright, so here we are. So now I'm going to run this command, which is kind of hard to see. And, like, I wrote this down on a boogie board, and it's kind of hard to see. And so I'm just gonna... So I'm gonna run dism, D-I-S-M, /get dash wim info /wim file quote D, which is our drive, I guess it could be any letter, sources install.wim quote. Okay. So this is a multi-edition ISO. That's good, but I don't know why it's not working. So it isn't the edition, it's something else. I don't know what is causing that. I'm gonna keep looking online. Okay, so it actually might be the wrong version. I do not know. There could have been a mistake. Everybody makes mistakes, you know. So let's just run again, Windows PowerShell admin, and make sure that the build number is 19043, because that is the build number of 21H1. So I'm going to once again run the same command. So we want this, okay? So type in the same command, and we want to add an additional slash to this. /index, : and then the number that that our addition we want is. So I want Pro, which is, I'm pretty sure because we're on Pro, if we run WinVer here. Yes, we are on Pro. So if we run, so the index is 6, so we're going to put 6 there. And here we have our thing here. Okay, whoa. 19041? Hold on now, what? 19041? Is that the bill number? That is strange. Okay, you know, just for good measure, I'm going to... Shit. So just for good measure, I'm going to run this again. Oh yeah, there it is, that same error message. Okay, things are not looking good. That quote-unquote 21H1 ISO might actually just be 20H2 again. So for good measure, I'm going to install that 21H1 ISO that I had got on a virtual machine in VirtualBox, and I'm going to see if it is actually 20H2. I'll check back on you with the results. I'm going to extensive lengths to keep our chain going. Alright, not looking good so far. Windows 10 22H2. So this ISO was once again labeled as a 21H1 ISO, but the build number here is 19041.928. So I have this in VirtualBox here. I'm going to run WinVer. Oh, well, I guess that's useless. Well, I'm just going to install it just for good measure, and just so y'all know, the May 2021 update. It says this on the beta wiki. The May 2021 update is 19043. So we might actually just have, but 19041 is the build number of the May 2020 update, 2004. So we might actually just have the May 2020 update again. Well, I'm just going to install it and see if it's, an older version. Alright, people, moment of truth. As the title of the VM says, is this 20H2? Let's find out. No. 21H1. So it is 21H1. But I don't know. The other evidence seems to suggest otherwise. So I could have flashed the wrong thing, even though I'm 100% sure I flashed 21H1. Well, people, I regret to inform you that we are gonna have to break our update streak after so long. It has been 6 days. I have had this upgrade streak for 6 days, so we're finally gonna have to let it go. Goodbye, upgrade streak. Alright, there we go. Install. We're doing our first clean install. While we're at it, let's do this. Well, let's just plug it in and knock it away. Did that even go in? Again, like I said in the first part, I hate this rounded shape, man. Well, let's just start the time lapse. Okay, so that is actually really weird. It just shut off? What? There is no way. Okay, I'm gonna check the tapes again because I'm gonna check the tapes because as Crazy Ken would say, check the tapes because it just didn't look like it was turning on. I pressed the power button and then it turned on and now it's undoing everything. So now I have to do everything again, and you know how long this takes, right? This takes an absurdly long time. I'm just gonna check the tapes. Okay, so once again, I just checked the tapes, and it just looked like it was doing a regular shutdown, but it just wouldn't turn back on for some reason. Okay, that is the weirdest thing I have ever seen on a Great X video. Okay, yeah, it's just gonna do this, and I'm going to restart the entire thing. I'm gonna have to restart the entire thing because, it just shut off for some reason. I'm just gonna have to suffer through the pain of just letting it go back to the original installation, 20H2. You know what? It's so painful, I don't even want to film it. I'm just going to just catch it back when it's done restoring our installation, if it even, does. Then I'm gonna try this again, and if it fails again, I'm just going to mark this as a fail, and I'm just gonna try the next one. Okay, so I tried again, and once again, the computer just shut off for whatever reason. I have no idea why it does that. Maybe, like, we seem to have a lot of problems with 21H1 so far. I don't know what is up with that, with this fucking update. Okay. Well, let's just write this in our logs. 7/20/2025 and it is currently 2:30 in the morning. Okay, I'm just gonna write this off camera. And there we go. So, yeah, 21H1, gonna have to call that a fail. So in the meantime, I'm just gonna flash both the 21H2 update and 2022 update. Yes, there was only one update released in 2022, and it was just 22H2, so, and that is the final update. So we only got 2 updates to go. Hopefully this will work out, and hopefully we can keep our streak, actually. So our streak might live on. I don't know. Let's just see. Catch it back when I flash the 2 things, or rather, when I flash 21H2, and I'm just gonna flash 2022 update in the back, 22H2 in the background, while I'm installing 21H2. Okay, let's just cut to the next clip. All right, 21H2 is flashed. So let's go. Let's hope this goes over well. Ready to install. Keep nothing. Install. So yeah, during the section where, you know, the things in the middle, it's going spinny and it says installing updates, when it gets to 54%, the machine just shuts off instead of restarting, and it just doesn't turn back on by itself. So if I try to turn it back on, well, then it thinks something went wrong, and then it just returns everything back to normal. That is so strange, and it might be a problem with this machine, or it might be the Windows 10 itself. But looking back, I don't think using this machine was a good idea. There's like so many better options I could have chose to, you know, install this on. I don't know, like something like I don't know, my black HP laptop, I guess. I mean, I would suppose it does better than Windows 10, or, you know, my gray laptop over there can run both Windows 8.1 and Windows 10, so I could have done it on that, but, you know, I chose not to because, you know, it's my personal computer. But I feel like I could have chose my black laptop. I think I could install... Can I install Windows 10 on that? Can I even install Windows 8.1 on that? I don't know. My black HP laptop that I had from March 2024 to November 2024, I could have just used that, I guess. And this would have been so much faster, but nope, I guess we're just using this old machine from the Windows 7 days. Let's see. Let's start with the region. Is this right? We're gonna say so. I'm gonna use this PC. Let's call it TWF2. I don't want a password. Hi. Hello. We're getting everything ready for you. Almost there. And there we are. Maybe later. So we just disconnect this and yeah, just throw that to the side. We won't need any more. This is the 2020 update, so yeah. The date's actually still set to 9/27/2020. So yeah, that's interesting. I guess because it just clean installed. Well, there we go. This is a fresh new install. So let's just move everything back to where it was. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put the recycle bin in the corner, kind of like how it was in Windows XP. The Microsoft Edge will go right above it. Right there. Right there. So, you can see if it keeps that in the 2022 update. Go here. So first let's do the log. So up the clean install number to 1. 7/20/2025 at 3:33 p. No, it's not PM. AM. Installed the 21H2 update, but had to clean install. And save that. Okay. So we can edit this. So let's go with this cream color. Light yellow, yeah. There we go, 21H2. Just save that. And we gotta set our wallpaper. Let's just set this desktop background. There we go. You know what? I'm kind of inclined to do the 2022 update. I'm kind of inclined, but I'm also not. You know what? Let's not. I'm just going to eject this now, put this orange just to the side, and I'm just going to shut down and just hope things are, and just do the last of the updates tomorrow, which is the 2022 update. Hell yeah, we are almost done. So, yeah, I'll catch you, when I get some sleep. All right. I'm back after 4 hours of sleep. Hey, it's something. We can live off of something. So it is now currently almost 9 a.m. So, yeah, so 6 hours have passed since the last, thing. And now we're ready to do the final upgrade of Part 2 and the final upgrade in general. We're going to be upgrading from 21H2 here to 22H2. So this update was released in October 2022 and it was confirmed to be the final update of Windows 10. So, yeah, this is the last upgrade we're going to do. Yes. And this is the current version of Windows 10 that's still supported right now, although it won't be in less than 3 months. Damn. Okay. Okay, keep personal files and apps. Cool. We are doing that. So, let's install. And, there we go. We're doing this for the last time. Let's just see what happens. Okay. The system registry contains invalid file paths. Installation cannot proceed. This system image was applied, guaranteeing the driver assigned to match across computers. Okay. Can you just get my regular installation pack though? Well, I'll have to fail too, I guess. I'm not sure what it is with like these things and file paths. Like, what do you mean incorrect file path? Like, is there just one file path that should just be used across everything? We couldn't install Windows 10. So that was a really weird error. I don't know what it's talking about when it means the wrong file path, even though this is the right file path. I guess it wants C to be the drive that it installs to. Shut up. I hate you, OneDrive. I fucking hate you. So, yeah. The local disk is C, right? I do have a disk version of 22H2 Pro, but I highly doubt it's going to make any difference, so I'm just going to quit. So I'm just going to call it quits on this one. We're gonna classify this one as a DNF. 7/20/2025 at 9:52 a.m. Failed to install the 22H2 update. Save. And this is our final log. So, yeah, so overall, this has probably been the most successful Great X video yet. And even then, it wasn't exactly 100% successful. I mean, hey, we just flat out couldn't install 2 updates, and we had to clean install on this one. So everything after 20H2 was terrible, but hey, we got somewhere, so. But, like, in terms of how big it is, I'm pretty sure it'll be outweighed, like soon enough. Probably not by the next video, or the one after that, but it will be outweighed someday. Here's our picture. If it'll show up. There it is. So here we have okay, so we have, if I can, I just drag, okay. So we have 8.1, 9780, 9841, 9879, 9926, 10429, 10074, 10000, 10122, 10166, and then the RTM. That's when part 1 concluded. And then for part 2, we got NU, November update, AU, anniversary update, CU, creators update, made that in 3D Paint. FCU, fall creators update, April 18, October 18, May 19, November 19, May 20, 20H2, and 21H2. And yeah, that is the entire picture. And as for the wallpaper, well, I mean, it's still here. And it's still our wallpaper. So, yeah. So, that puts an end to this giant 2-part saga. I hope you all enjoyed watching. Honestly, I really didn't enjoy filming, to be honest with you. Like, this is like part 2. Like, well, you know, part 2 at the very least. I kind of enjoyed part 1. But part 2 was just kind of was honestly miserable. But, yeah, we are done with the Great Windows 10 upgrade. So, thank you all for watching this giant 2-part saga, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!